In this episode, we'll be looking at my top 5 picks for useful iPhone apps for RV road trips. Each of these apps have proven to be useful tools that I refer to in the planning and execution of road trips with my RPod. Hey everybody, this is John Marucci. Thanks for visiting the On the Road YouTube channel. This channel is all about helping you get the most out of your RPod experience. Before we get going, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when new videos are published. If you want to dive deeper, we put more content and photos on Instagram and Twitter at John Marucci. So let's jump in. What are my top 5 iPhone apps for RV road trips? So the first one we're going to look at is Weather Underground. So Weather Underground is a great weather app in that it shows you very localized weather. So what I'm looking at here is actually the weather in DeLand, Florida, where we're going to be at Blue Springs State Park. So this is a future trip planned, and DeLand is not a major city, so you're not going to have a big weather station like in Orlando. But what Weather Underground does is it has local weather stations that people put up, and so you can see the temperatures very localized. So this is helpful if you want to know what the temperature is right around where you're camping. So Weather Underground is excellent for that. Overall, it's a great weather app in general too. It gives hourly forecasts and it has a very good radar system. So generally just a great weather application. But my favorite thing about it is the very localized weather conditions and weather temperatures. Okay, so that's the first app. The second one we're going to look at, which is my go-to maps, is Google Maps. So Google Maps is an excellent map if you don't know already. And I really like the fact that Google Maps allows you to drop pins and to pinpoint locations where you're going to go on your trip. And so you can segment out the mileage involved. So in this case, we're looking at Elizabethtown, Kentucky, which is about 400 miles or so in a trip that we plan on going at some point in the future. And Google Maps allows me to pin drop where I'm going to end up. And so I can know the exact mileage from my start to my end distance and know how much I want to travel that day. The other thing Google Maps does, as you may be aware, if you click on a specific area on the map, it will open that up and show you much more detailed information on that specific area. So you can tap on it and then you're going to get information and review material even if you have points of interest, etc. So Google Maps is a great go-to. It allows you to do some excellent map planning and also find interests nearby to where you are in terms of the map. So excellent map that I like using quite a bit. So the third app I'm going to talk about is GasBuddy. So GasBuddy, in my opinion, is an excellent app for finding out what gas prices are around where you are. So in this case, what we have up on the screen is gas prices around Winter Garden, Florida. So you'll see various prices. And these are, the nice thing about GasBuddy is they're recorded and they're fairly accurate actually because they get recorded by people who just visited the gas station or are putting that confirmation of that price or adding a new price into the app as they go. So I found this to be fairly accurate in real time. So you can find where lower gas prices are around you in whatever place you're going to go to. Very helpful if you're traveling. You can use this app to actually put various locations in and see what gas prices are, you know, at a future town, etc. So GasBuddy is a go-to for finding gas prices. And you may find, you know, something 10 cents a gallon cheaper, which may not be too much, but if you're putting a lot of mileage on a truck, it can add up quickly. So that's the third one, is GasBuddy. The fourth app we really like is Waze. Now Waze is a travel app that has excellent maps. It also helps you be able to track what's going on the road. And this is where I think Waze really shines. What you can do with Waze is you can actually record things that are going on as you're traveling. And usually what this does is it ends up being a great tool for someone who's not driving. So you have someone else in the car, maybe a teenager in the back seat. This may really keep them busy as far as recording things that are on the side of the road, hazards that are upcoming, or even confirming things. Because what will happen is there's a whole host of people using the Waze app, and say you're traveling down I-65 in Indiana, what you'll do is you'll get information coming up into Waze to say, you know, there's a hazard on the side of the road in the next quarter mile or half mile. And then in Waze you can actually confirm that hazard or say you didn't see it at all, or, you know, there's a truck stopped on the side of the road or whatnot. And so you can have someone traveling with you, you know, tap that confirm button and confirm that, yeah, there is a hazard in the road, or no, there isn't, or actually record your own hazard. So this is really good information when you're traveling. You can keep track of various things going on as you're traveling and have someone with you, you know, stay busy as kind of the trip recorder in terms of road conditions, etc. So Waze is a great app, highly recommended as well. Okay, and then finally, we're going to look at AllStays. So AllStays is really a great app here as well. AllStays is my go-to app for various campground information. And what I love about AllStays is that it shows you all the information you want to know in a specific location where you are on the road. So AllStays has information about campgrounds, whether they be private campgrounds or state parks, or whether they be national parks, or whether it be KOAs. You can find out all the campgrounds on the path that you're going. And you can also find other great information like the Walmarts along the way, where there's LP gas that can be, refill your LP gas tanks, RV service stations, various things. So you can filter into any of these items on AllStays. And AllStays is not a free app. The AllStays Camp and RV app is actually about $10. And it's really worth it because you can track, and plan as you're going along to find out some of the items that are on the road that you might want to stop at. An example here is in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. You'll notice that we have both a Cracker Barrel and a local and private campground, and so you can make a decision whether you want to try and stay at the Cracker Barrel. You can click on the Cracker Barrel icon here and even find out reviews about it, whether it's the management let you stay overnight or not, if it feels safe to people who've stayed there before, and whether you want to make a decision to try and stay at the Cracker Barrel that night as you're traveling, or whether you want to go to the private campground. So very important to understand. Great information, very well kept. I think because it's a paid for app, it's actually much better than it would be for free because they do keep up really solid information and keep it up really well for us. So AllStays is excellent as well. Okay, and so those are the main things that we use. These apps been really helpful, highly recommended. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. We invite you also to share any of your comments on your favorite apps when you're traveling. We always love to hear your comments, and usually they're very helpful for other people who are looking at them, so thank you for that. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is John Marucci, and so long for now.